Hello, today I'm going to show you how I finished up my DIY guitar build, as well as give you a little sound example. Yeah, so in the last episode about the guitar build, I went through how I straightened out the neck and worked on the fret, flattening it out and also crowning them to make them really nice and playable. Time-wise, I think that was the biggest part of the work, but the most fun part of the work was doing what I'm going to show you today, finishing off the guitar body, paint job, and also just putting everything together and make it playable and look cool. I wanted the guitar to look a little bit more alive than the just stock kit as it came, so I drew a line around the guitar where I wanted to make a bevel, and also to make it look a little bit more like the Most Right Venture model. Aside from that, I also made a little belly cutout on the back of the guitar. That way it feels a little bit more like a Fender Jaguar I used to have that I really liked playing, and it was really comfortable. As I said in the last video, I didn't want to buy any special tools and stuff for this build, I just wanted to use what I had. So in this case I just used this shitty hand wood file that I had laying around, and I also finished it off with an electric sander that helped a lot. And of course some areas that was a bit harder to access I had to do by hand. If you watched my last video, you might remember I thought the neck was a bit high, that I had to raise up the bridge a lot to make the strings fit over the neck. Most of that problem disappeared when I leveled the frets, because the neck was also bent downwards a bit, so when it got straight it got better, but it also was tilted down a little bit in the socket, so I tried to insert some piece of sandpaper to raise it up a bit. This actually helped 100% and made the problem disappear entirely, but I will of course replace the sandpaper for a really thin piece of wood when I finish the thing up. Another thing is that I thought the headstock on the kit was really ugly, so I had to cut it out and change it. The only thing is that my woodworking skills are not that great, so I kind of screwed it up a little bit. Luckily I don't plan to sell it, and keep in mind this is my first guitar kit and I'm just trying to learn stuff here. Next step was to get some color on it. I mixed up some blue and black wood dye to get some sort of a grayish blue color on the guitar that I really liked. I then sanded off the top of the guitar and painted it all over again. I did this a couple of times to make the bevels and the back of the guitar a bit darker than the top part. I planned to coat the guitar with tongue oil on recommendation from other YouTubers that build guitars, but I couldn't find it at the local shop, so I just bought a bottle of teak oil. I read some different opinions on whether to use teak oil on guitar build, but I tried it and I liked the result. Everything went a little bit darker and a little bit more yellowish, so the blue tone of the guitar got a little bit more greenish, but I really liked that. Unfortunately I forgot to take any footage of when I did the oiling, but you can see the end result here. I had to make some cutting and filing in the pickguard to make the P90 microphones fit, and I got it to fit pretty good. After this it was time to solder everything together, and it was pretty easy with the instructions that I found on the Pitbull Guitars homepage, so everything went really smooth. The cables that came along in the kit didn't really seem to be the correct ones, but it didn't matter, I could use them anyway. I used the solder I got in the kit, and that was exactly on the millimeter as much as I needed to finish everything up. I also did some extra shielding with some regular aluminum foil. Might not look very good, but it seems to work pretty good. After putting everything together I was extremely happy with the result. I didn't have to do very much with the intonation to make that work properly. I changed the strings for a heavier model since I like to play drop D and stuff like that. I put together a little demo song for you guys to show you a little bit what this guitar sounds like. And I used the 14 nameless plug-in amp that I made a review of a couple of weeks ago to show you that it can do more than just metal. And also I'm using programmed drums, believe it or not. I'm working on making my own sample pack, so it's what I'm using here, sort of a beta version of it. And if you're interested in helping me to test this sample pack out, you can follow the link in the description to sign up for that list, and I will pick 5 people out to be on the beta testing team, and the rest of you guys that sign up will get a discount when I release it. My vision for the sample pack is to make something a little bit more dirty and organic than most other stuff on the market. You will hear what I'm about with this when you hear the song, so here it is.